Thank you so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez in for Brooke Hash. 4 men are in custody in connection to more than 24 reports of vandalism and theft across several Hardin County cemeteries. Take a look at your screen and the damage at one of those cemeteries, Elizabethtown Memorial Garden Cemetery. The sheriff's office says it found evidence of stolen and vandalized property at local scrap yards on Monday, which led to the arrest of 4 men from Radcliffe. They are now facing charges including violating graves, which is a Class D felony, and theft. And right now, LMPD is looking for the person you see on your screen. According to police, the suspect is accused of assaulting a juvenile near McCready and Richard Avenues last Thursday afternoon. The victim was waiting to be picked up from a nearby private school when she was attacked. She was also able to take this video of that suspect leaving after the assault. Anyone with information is asked to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. 4 people were injured following a chemical plant explosion at a southeast Kentucky dairy plant. It happened Wednesday morning at the Borden Dairy Company in London, Kentucky, after about an hour, which is south of Lexington. WTVQ, our Lexington affiliate, says a chemical barrel exploded. Now, the London City Fire Department said it was made up of corrosive materials and is capable of causing serious health effects. Now, some people were injured, but we're told they are not considered life-threatening at this time. That incident comes just days after a deadly explosion at a food supply plant in Shively. A Louisville man spent 5 months in police custody for a crime he did not commit. Michael Anderson told us his fairly common name was why he was labeled as a suspect and held for over 5 months. The Louisville Inspector General is also alleging Metro Police unlawfully arrested Anderson, violating his Fourth Amendment rights. WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Jessica Farley are giving you a closer look at this case.
I had to be that person who I was not for 5 months.
Louisville father Michael Anderson was held in custody for 5 months for having the same name as a man wanted for domestic violence. The man you see right here firing 2 shots from the passenger seat is allegedly also named Michael Anderson. In January 2023, police arrived to the home on East Jacob Street to speak with the victim. ShotSpotter and body camera video shared by attorney Sarah Collins captured it all.
I was literally going in the house when he shot, so he could have shot me, but he shot at me.
A Louisville Metro police officer begins routine questioning.
What's his name?
Michael Anderson.
Moments later.
Do you know any other information except that his name is Michael Anderson? It's kind of a common name.
Oh my. I know he stays in this area, like he stays around here.
3 days after the incident, LMPD domestic violence detective Larry Farmer put out an arrest warrant.
We learned later that Detective Farmer put the wrong information from CourtNet into the warrant. He selected the wrong Michael Anderson. My client has a much darker skin tone, a different body style. The only thing he has in common is his name is Michael Anderson, which is a very common name, and he is a black male.
Collins now represents Michael Anderson. She says on Christmas Eve in 2024, in front of his young children, a man who was never on East Jacob Street that night, who never knew the victim, was taken to jail, Michael Anderson.
So after I gave my name and information and all that stuff, they just immediately got the kids, separated us, asked me a few questions, told me I was a dangerous man and do you know what we're here for?
Anderson says he was powerless.
You don't get to speak. It was almost like I was tied to a chair, you know, with something on my mouth, you know, keep your mouth shut, basically, like a movie.
April 2025 in the courtroom, the prosecutor and Judge Julie Kalin realized the man held for 5 months was the wrong guy.
You agree it does not appear to be him?
I do. I'd never seen Ms. Holman's client before today in person. Okay. So, you know, this is embarrassing. I don't feel as though I had any way to know, but So no, I will not
No,
object to.
you wouldn't. Larry Farmer should have, but I understand.
According to a document provided to the Office of Inspector General, Farmer admits there was a, quote, inadvertent mistake in the descriptors listed for Anderson.
You go from being an active working man or whoever you are to just an inmate the next day.
A report from the Inspector General found, quote, systemic failures throughout the Jefferson County legal system, and the OIG made several recommendations.
The truth will set me free, and it did.
A mistake that took 5 months of freedom for Mr. Anderson. In Louisville, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11, on your side.
And LMPD says an internal investigation is now underway, having begun a professional standards unit case on August 12th. In a statement, the prosecutor's office said, quote, the Commonwealth immediately dismissed the case at the first opportunity and at the earliest possible point in the case after learning that it appeared the wrong Michael Anderson had been indicted and arraigned, end quote. Well, let's get you some weather now with meteorologist Matthew Willoughby. Matthew, I know a lot of people are happy that the rain has moved on.
Finally.
Not so much sun right now, though. Lots of clouds.
Yeah, exactly. We're still holding on to those clouds for us as we head towards the afternoon, but we'll see more sunshine as we head towards the afternoon hours and evening hours of today. Looking outside right now, though, nice and chilly. Temperatures into the upper 60s and lower 70s. You head further south into Kentucky, into Munfordville, Hodgensville, still into the lower 70s, even into southern Indiana into the upper 60s. As we look at satellite radar, we did see quite a bit of rain yesterday evening back into this morning, but that is starting to move out towards Cincinnati, and we're just left with a few cloudy skies for this afternoon. So overall, as we look at some of those weather headlines today, still going to see those showers move out, but by the later part of this week back into tomorrow, we'll have some nice fall-like weather, but the weekend, expected to see some nice, pleasant sunshine on the way. That bus stop forecast heading home today will be into the mid-70s, and any after-school practices, expect temps to be nice and comfortable, where temperatures will be into the mid-70s with partly cloudy skies. Those high temperatures today only going to stick into the upper 70s, 77 degrees in Louisville, 74 in Shepherdsville, out into Litchfield, 74 degrees as well. And as we look at what's ahead, we got some nice weekend sunshine returning to the forecast as we head towards the next several days, but we could be bringing back some more rainfall on the way for next week. I'll be timing that out coming up in just a few minutes. Back over to you, Gabe.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Matthew. Well, Goodwill, Kentucky testified at the state capitol today, sharing the impacts of the nonprofit's Excel Center right here in Louisville. The center provides students 18 and older the opportunity to earn high school diplomas, certifications, and coaching for both their career and college education. Goodwill representatives say the center is their way of raising Kentuckians out of poverty and unemployment by providing vital educational resources, with students earning more, having an easier time finding work and education, and experiencing lower incarceration rates after graduation. During their presentation, one graduate from the Excel Center described how Goodwill helped her complete her education and how much the assistance means to her.
People that you don't know, they believe in you and they support you in like so many ways. No, they only support you academic, but they support you like in and out of the classroom and whatever you need, and they help me with my kids. So that's a great opportunity for me to have a second chance to do this and to be the first one in my family to get my diploma.
Other resources are available to Excel Center students include free childcare, small classes with one-on-one support, and accelerated courses. The Goodwill Excel Center here in Louisville is located at 909 East Broadway, and it's open every day from 9 in the morning to 9 at night. Happening today, the NAACP is hosting a community forum with JCPS about school safety. Discussions will center around bullying, police presence, discipline, and trauma-informed care. The forum is at Perry Elementary tonight from 6 to 7:30, and the public is invited to attend and hear from NCAA officials along with JCPS officials.